Yo, how's everyone doing? Welcome back for some Forza Motorsport 5. Today we're sitting in the 2009 Lexus IS F, and I just want to show you this car in the Forzavista and then also share with you some racing gameplay. And obviously, we're going to be talking about the car. I'm going to share with you my opinions on it and just talk a little bit about this car because this is actually a car I really like. And it's also in Forza Horizon 3 and probably in Motorsport 6 as well. But it's just a car I've actually never covered or talked about, and this is one of my favorite cars. Lexus is a brand that I really like and really enjoy, and I think they make a lot of really good looking cars, and this ISF is absolutely no exception. It's a beautiful car, really nice aggressive look, and on top of that it sounds very mean as well. It has a really nice good sound to it, and that always makes a car enjoyable to drive when it sounds good and looks good. But in terms of performance, it's also actually very good for being stock, and I almost forgot that the classes in this game are actually a lot different than the classes in Horizon 3. So I think in Horizon 3 this car is an A class stock, but in this game it's a B class, so I put it at the top of the B class, which is pretty much, I really didn't do too much to it at all. Did a little bit of tweaking with the tuning, a few little simple upgrades, but pretty much what you're seeing is some stock ISF gameplay, and this car is pretty quick. It launches good for being rear-wheel drive, has good acceleration, really good acceleration, and the speed is also good as well. The car never really felt sluggish in this particular race at all. I haven't done like super long straightaways, but there was some pretty good straightaways. I think there's like 2 really long straightaways on this race, and it felt good the whole time. But the thing that I had the most trouble with was just the braking and kind of the handling a little bit. The car's responsive, but sometimes it just really just overreacts. The grip is a little bit bad being rear-wheel drive, and the mechanics in this game are a lot trickier. It's a lot harder to control your car, and it kind of comes back to what we talked about yesterday with the Buick Regal in Forza Horizon 3. This thing's rear-wheel drive, and it makes a pretty good amount of power. It's not quite like the Buick, because once you're in like second and third gear in a straight line, it's perfectly fine, but in first gear you really have to have throttle control, especially going around bends, because if you give it too much throttle, this thing will pretty much spin out. And on top of that, generally when you're going around a corner, there's drivatars there, and when they bump you, it's just like they just smash you, or if you hit them, you just go flying. I mean, the mechanics in this game are so much more unforgiving. Horizon 3 feels a lot smoother, and you can make a few little mistakes without completely ruining the race, but in this game, you really almost have to be perfect to have success while racing. So it's very challenging, and I like that because it has a different feel than Horizon 3. But overall, this car does turn pretty well. It's just more of a matter of getting used to the way the handling in this game feels, because I still haven't played this game too much. I've been a lot more on Horizon 3 and a little bit on Motorsport 6 as well, but this game feels a lot different and still takes me some time to get used to it when I go back to it. But right here, I was like, come on, man, get out of my way. Like, seriously, the drivatars in this game are so much worse, I think, than Horizon 3. And Horizon 3 I thought was pretty annoying, but the drivatars in this game certainly like to get in your way, and it's kind of cool they do have a setting for that. I think you can kind of adjust the aggressiveness of the drivatars or turn off the aggressiveness completely. I'm not 100% sure if it was this game or Motorsport 6 off the top of my head, but it certainly is very beneficial to drive clean in this game, but it's very difficult because there's so many drivatars and they pretty much go at you. They don't try to stay away from you like a lot of times they do in Forza Horizon 3. Now, obviously sometimes they bump you, but man, in this game they always are going after you, it feels like. But this car's braking is the main thing that I'm definitely going to want to upgrade, because it really just doesn't brake too great. I mean, it brakes, but it just takes a while, and I feel like for where the car's at, the braking should be a lot better, but it's really not. So that's the main thing I would want to work on. But in terms of speed, this thing is very good. Good acceleration, good launch, and good top speed. But that is pretty much all I have to say about this car. Let me know what you think about the brand Lexus, because it's one that I really like, but they don't have too many cars in Horizon 3, so I haven't really talked about them too much, and I've just had so many other cars that I've been loving, so I haven't got around to talking about any of them. But I wanted to go back and play a little bit of Motorsport. It's been a while, so I decided to talk about one of the Lexus cars that I really like in this game. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to y'all again very soon. Peace out.